Alright everyone, here we are with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of the video. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. I managed to find a 40% plus opportunity at its highest point of possibility. And if that's something you want to become part of, you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you are more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So here we are with XELA, and XELA has actually continued to run. It hit a new high here based off of today's price action that we have not seen since March, right? So we talked about March's highs and if it could reach those highs. So I have a question for you guys. Do you think this was a new all-time high right now and we're hitting newer highs, newer lows, newer highs type of movement? You guys see that type of movement coming? Or do you feel like this is starting to gain weakness, right? Or do you think we're going to take off like that? Newer highs, newer lows, newer highs, newer lows, and continues to push up away from the 50-day moving average. That's my question to every single investor watching right now. Are you still holding? Have you been swing trading this? Or are you looking to buy the dip because you haven't had a chance to catch it and you feel confident of where this is going? So let's jump into the chart so we can talk a little bit more about it. This is a stock I've been talking about since way back here on June 29th. We caught it on the dip, and after hours this rode up, giving nearly 40 to 50% plus, almost 100% return, right? And then it actually pulled back down, and as it was going lower, there was a lot of speculation about this squeezing, that this had room to go back up to the upside and so forth. And I bought the dip, and I've been going through all the volatility, and as I sit here sideways, right, in the last few days, I stated, you know what, I'm gonna hold, and all of a sudden we're taking off again. And today we dipped a little bit in the pre-market and we took off. Okay, I am still holding a position of what I had, but this has gone beyond my expectations, and that's why I'm still holding some, because a lot of speculation forums out there are stating that the squeeze is still in the works, that this could go a little bit more than where we're at. That's going to be pretty interesting. And then I'm also using the history of the chart, and I'm not saying that it's guaranteed to reach those levels, but the highest point was $7.76, around that area. So that is definitely something that I'm not expecting that needs to happen or guaranteeing it or feel a high conviction that it will. But just in case it does, I'm going to leave some on the table and see what happens. Now, if we get closer back down to the levels where I bought, then, you know, I'll make a decision. But that's way down here, right? We're literally almost 2.5x from those levels. So this has been a phenomenal run. Things seem to be cooling off here, but the question is this going to take off again? You know, this has gone, like I said, beyond expectations. A lot of investors are shooting for $7-10, and that's fine. You know, that is not even something that I was expecting to happen in such a short period of time. I was trying to get in and hold through in a few months or even longer weeks, but this has happened in just days. And if this dips down and it has the possibility to go higher, then that's something I'll consider at those levels. But right now, you know, unrealized profits, I'm really big about that. It's always good to turn them into realized profits when it goes beyond your expectations. So I would love to see your guys' thoughts too on how you feel on how quickly this has been moving up to these levels. Did you even think $5 could be reached? So okay, let's jump into this chart on what we need to look for. Right now, we're above the 50-day moving average. Phenomenal, right? This pullback right now could be a healthy sign for the next bull run, right? These are not setbacks. These are setups for the next bull run. But as long as they stay in bullish territory, if they continue to go lower or just sit sideways and don't build that momentum to the upside, that would be something concerning to watch. Another thing as well is the fact that volume, right, is higher than the average volume. That's a really big indicator letting you know that there has been some momentum, but also can show you in the chart that average volume is 276, but there's an extra almost 200 to 300 million in here, and that can also contribute to that selling pressure. So volume being really high is very important, but you want to watch how is it actually reacting in or out of the chart, right? So definitely important to watch, and this average volume is going to be key for this to continue to maintain itself to newer highs. It has to reach these levels or go above it so that it can kind of maintain some type of flow, because as this starts to get weak, this can start to reflect in the chart as well. So the 50-day moving average 371, and then we have here our support of 412. I will watch between 412 and 371 if the bulls try to reappear and bring this back up, or if this continues to go lower. Definitely something to watch and pay close attention to. The first resistance level I'll be watching is 473, just to let me know as an investor where the momentum is going. But the most important one is the highest point before this fell, and that is 508, and then the highest point of the day, 544, and then so forth, $6, $7, to see if this can continue breaking newer highs and new resistance levels. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. And all I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. And 3 to 5 more minutes of your time, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys you won't want to miss, as well as the opportunities I found this morning over at the Discord. The highest point of possibility of one of the stocks I mentioned this morning was 40% plus, and that is something you can become part of too. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. Stay tuned. The ticker symbol I want to share with you guys today is one that I've talked about over at the Patreon since it was in the low 40s. It jumped up nearly 20% plus since I've talked about it. And as the S&P 500 index continues to pull back, and if we do go into correction mode or just have a slight healthy pullback before the next bull run, the opportunities are forming with this stock because it just IPO'd, and this is a huge niche and sector with so much growth potential for a well-established company that will continue to grow over time. So before we look at that chart and everything about it, I want to share with you guys the ticker symbols I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And today I managed to find a 40% plus home run on the day at our highest point of possibility with one of the stocks we were watching. So we were watching OSAT, TPST, CLNN, and DOGZ. Every single stock gave us 5 to 10% jumps at their highest points, but OSAT was the home run of the day with 40% plus at its peak, guys. We talked about this one as it was pulling back in the pre-market, started to build momentum, almost nearly jumped 5 to 10% right away, and continued towards the bell, almost already 20% plus. It dipped and took off to a highest point of 40% plus, guys. This was phenomenal. Another home run for the week. And if this is something you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, something you can become part of too. So what's the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list moving forward, and how this stock is presenting itself as an opportunity? Well, this ticker symbol is VMEO, okay? If you don't know much about this stock, look up their website, look up about them and who they compete against. They're nowhere near their competitors, but in the niche and sector that they focus on, they're going to get their piece of the pie, and they're working on it. Now, they are not profitable based off the financials and the quarterly information, but right here for Q1 2021, they have started to become profitable. They weren't in 2020, they weren't in 2019, but for 2021, there has been some upside momentum. Now, if this continues to grow, it will reflect over time in a healthy manner in the chart, right? Profitable companies, profitable opportunities, and net profit for a stock and company reflects in the shares and the shareholders get a piece of that pie, right? Of the revenue growth, of the net profit growth, and so forth. So this stock is well on its way to go to the upside based off of analysis ratings and just the way this sector and niche works and the piece of the pie that they have going for them. If they continue to do what's working for them and continue to expand. Now, this is definitely a stock to do more research on, to understand completely, but this is a stock we've been talking about since the low 40s when it actually pulled back. It hit lows all the way down to $38, took off pretty quickly, almost 20% plus, pulled back down, and at the highest point so far, it's nearly touched 30 to 35% at the highest point since we started to talk about it. Now, as this is pulling back, it's presenting itself as an opportunity based off of analysis ratings and how this IPO'd at $55, looking at itself as a quote-unquote discount. Now, the PE ratio could be a little high, and also they still need to go ahead and get more quarters that are profitable to prove themselves, but the opportunity of growth to the upside is there. And the lower it goes, the bigger the opportunity to keep cost average down and go ahead and maximize profits and minimize losses as this goes up. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you guys what to buy, sell, or hold in any of the stocks or videos that I mentioned. I'm just here to share with you guys the stocks I'm watching and why I'm watching them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.